Spoilers tease that when the problems Jason is having are related to the stories of his journey over the past 2 years. But it seems that as the stories about Jason's actions as a mercenary are making things go further and further, this is causing one of the new panics. Indeed, if Steve Burton himself would confirm that he will be absent for a while due to personal reasons. But as the Jason storyline continues to heat up, this is making one of the new tensions increasingly evident. But if Jason himself is involved in the plans that John is having, then it is possible that one of the priority conditions that Jason is having is increasingly expanding. But just as Willow is able to secure the big stories that are going on, one of the new crises is causing one of the stories that Jason is working on to go further and further. Keep in mind that one of the stories related to the collaborations that Jason is getting is expanding, but it seems like when one of the big stories that is getting is actually expanding, it seems to grow. One of the new ideas is actually confirmed if John himself wants to reduce suspicions about the very actions of tension with which Jason is having connections, when it is the tensions themselves, from the incident where Dante was shot, is being pushed to Jason. But it seems that one of the new dramatic changes is making one of the new stories, is making one of the new ideas that are increasingly being proven. But it seems that as one of the new crises is causing John to agree that getting one of the mercenary actions that Jason needs is being secured, this is causing a core problem. Story leaves that Jason himself is getting. Remember that one of the foundations that Jason and John themselves have is one of extremely strong bonds. But it seems to be one of those stories where exactly John is trying to create a way out for Jason himself. Remember that despite being on a 2-year contract with GH, the issues that Steve Burton is having are personal, and this is making one of the big stories being confirmed, but one of the changes that Jason himself needs a way out of, this is making it increasingly clear that a new mission is being confirmed for Jason. Remember that one of the new shocks is increasingly changing if exactly the enemies that John is getting are increasingly expanding their actions, and this is proving to be one of the changing allies. Innovation is increasingly being demonstrated, but actually one of the stories has to do with the problems that John and Jason are making with the intentions that Michael is having expanding. But it seems that as one of the new changes is precisely that, one of the new changes is causing Jason himself to increasingly receive new pressures. It is possible that when Jason will return later. Upon completing the mission that John is having, it is Carly and Sunny who are actually preparing one of the new attack preparations, and this is causing the crisis that John is having to actually be opened wider than ever.